Hey, sports fans, football season is here, and it's time to get in on the action with MyBookie.net. MyBookie has real Vegas odds and incredible player props for all your favorite sporting events. MyBookie offers in-game live action on all pro and college football games. There's no better time to join MyBookie than today. Pull out your smartphone and visit our user-friendly mobile site for adrenaline on demand. Open your browser and type in MyBookie. What are you waiting for? Call 844-722-2387 or go online to join MyBookie today. No deposit necessary. Terms and conditions apply. Play for fun only. Void where prohibited.
Hi, this is Jim Feist in Las Vegas. I've been making my clients money for the past 45 years. I'm releasing a special 3-day trial right now on SBTVNation.com. I've isolated the top 5 college and pro football games on the board, and I absolutely love these games. Go to SBTVNation.com right now and click on the 3-day trial button for your exclusive package of winners.
Have a product, service, or website to advertise on the biggest show in the world? The SBTV Nation podcast reaches tens of thousands of the best sports fans on the planet in over 194 countries worldwide. Take your business to the next level by advertising with us. Call us now at 872-529-SBTV or email us at sbtvnation@gmail.com.
Studio check.
Frequencies check.
We are live on air.
You are listening to the In Fact Blessing the Airwaves. Take the journey into the world of sports, news, entertainment, while embracing the hottest beats on the planet. Rocking the mind, body, and with energy, electricity, and a splash of controversy. Now, without further ado, it's our pleasure to bring to you
the biggest show in the world.
The biggest show in the world.
The biggest show in the world. The SBTV Nation.
Uh-oh. Quiet. SBTV Nation is the dream in the house. What's going on, y'all? It is Sunday, our favorite day, as football kicks off the NFL. We about to get into it. I'm here with my boy, the Mad Hatter, and in the background, you hear 40 bars of terror.
Tara, what's going on? Dream, I think you're kind of beating your chest this morning after yesterday's college football matchups.
Had a very nice day yesterday. Very entertaining, man. Did I get so much college football in yesterday? I don't know about y'all. The weather was blazing outside, but it could have been 50 feet of snow because I wouldn't have known other than going out real quick and getting the mail. That was the only reason I went outside yesterday. Got on the couch, man. I had all the TVs in the house on college football games, and you could go from one room to the next, and it was just football, and more football. Saw a lot of exciting stuff, a lot of interesting matches. We'll recap a little bit later on in the show.
Absolutely. Guys, good morning to you. SBTV Nation, stand up. It's Football Sunday. It is week 2, and we're going to get right into it momentarily. But before we do that, we've got the big show coming up tomorrow with our man Big Splee. That's going to be coming on and ripping the mic with us. Very excited about that. And next Thursday, we have Mr. Charles J. from FSN Info rocking with us here at the biggest show in the world. We're live on Twitter right now, SBTV Nation, and we'll also be taking calls from the SBTV Nation later on in the show. Dream, you had the nice little teaser go down yesterday.
Teaser went down well. I mean, we started off in the morning with Louisville. We moved on in the afternoon with Alabama, and then we finished up at night with Ohio State, the Ohio State University. It was a nice day. Most of them were very comfortable, especially Louisville. And I think right out of the gate, we need to discuss the Louisville Cardinals, as they looked absolutely incredible yesterday.
I did not anticipate that much of a drubbing, though, by any stretch of the imagination. I had a feeling that they would win the game outright, and I called it on the show, but they murdered Florida State, Dream.
I have to be honest with you. I did say, and I talked about it 2 days ago, I think I mentioned even yesterday, I said if Florida State came out in the opening parts of that game and played like they played Ole Miss, it would be a problem. And sure enough, Florida State got off to that slow, sloppy start. But I got to be honest with you, a lot of the problems with Florida State's slow, sloppy start had to do with Louisville's defense, which I know we've discussed a lot about Louisville's defense and talked a lot about the dynamics of offense and Action Jackson, but the real thing that you need to look about with this Louisville team, they are also getting it done defensively.
Right.
I know the score ended up being 63-20. Those last 10 points in that fourth quarter, those were garbage points.
Definitely.
Louisville's defense was absolutely impressive. They were impressive against the run. They were impressive against the pass. They got heat on the quarterback. Listen, I can't say enough about how Bobby Petrino got these guys ready. Yes, I know they were at home. However, this was an incredible beatdown on a very good team. Now, I don't think Florida State, by any stretch of the imagination, was a great team. And I talked about, and you also talked about, their coaching issues. However, they are still a solid top 10 NCAA team, college team, and definitely a great football program, an historic program. And to get this drubbing, as you called it, like they got yesterday, is impressive on Louisville's part. And I got to be honest with you. Right now, as far as I'm concerned, Louisville's the number one team in the country.
The number one team in the country, you're calling them right now, jumping from 10 to number 1, just like that.
Just like that.
Wow. Very interesting, Dream, because you got a couple of other teams that did win, including the number 1 team in the land that struggled a little bit early, but the Alabama Crimson Tide yelled Roll Tide yesterday as they came back and beat Ole Miss in Ole Miss.
And a lot of people have to be salty with this Alabama team, as Alabama had no reason to not cover their spread.
Oh, I know. They were up 11.
No reason to not cover their spread other than they just decided to be ridiculously sloppy at the end of the game and play around. I watched this game, and I got to be honest with you, I was not impressed with Alabama in this whole particular game. Now, I do know and admit the targeting hit that was not called definitely worked in Ole Miss's favor as far as the points are concerned, and at the point when I believe that Alabama probably was on the cusp of really taking over this game, going in at the half with a lead. That was a definite turning point to keep Ole Miss still involved in this game. In my opinion, Alabama had a couple of opportunities when they could have really taken over the momentum of this game and just dominated and went on in, covered the spread, and beat Ole Miss convincingly, that they just were not able to execute properly. Some of that was their ineptness, but another part of that was just Ole Miss's ability to execute against them. I just think I find that a little bit of an issue because Alabama was primed for this game since last year.
Sure.
Saban put a lot of emphasis on attempting to win this game. The kids were ready. They did a lot of Alabama brought their A-plus game and still was not able to dominate. And that, to me, leaves an eyebrow raised.
You know what, Dream? I'm looking at the whole SEC right now, and I'm just not feeling the conference this year. They don't look like that power conference compared to the other ones. You know what I mean? You
know what? You said that, and I happen to, after you said that and looking at yesterday, happen to agree with you 100%, player.
Definitely. So, moving on, guys. Looking at the rest of the landscape.
Hold on one second. I just want to talk one more minute about Bama.
Yes.
Bama's quarterback,
Jalen Hurts got murdered. Got blown up in that game.
Doesn't do it for me. I mean, the better Bama quarterback in the past decade as far as offensive prowess.
Yes.
But outside of that, I don't know. The kid just, in big spots, I don't know that I really like his poise. I saw spots of brightness, but then I saw other spots that were just dusty.
Well, he is a freshman, Dream.
Sure.
He is a freshman, so he's got a long way to go as far as the experience factor is concerned. But, hey, Alabama gets the job done, and you know what? Gambling 101, I see that here, and I'm looking at it, and I am pissed off at myself because I did not buy Michigan down to 17 points, which is always the magic number, and I didn't do it. I laid 18.
Well,
and lost by 1.
Thing up called Gambling 101 that I wanted to get in with you guys. As yesterday I was playing around a little bit on the website, and I said to myself, you know what? We haven't talked in a minute about maybe educating a little bit of the nation on some of the gambling tricks and twists of the trade, especially with this new, I call it the 2016 gambling and not your grandfather's just making straight plays. One thing you do need to be careful with, I think, in my opinion, is the first thing, if you're playing teasers and parlays, definitely check your payout with moneyline parlays versus teasers, because sometimes the teasers pay better than the parlays and vice versa. Also, in some cases, the teasers play better than the parlays and your plus points as opposed to just the money line. So always keep that in mind when you are shopping around your lines.
Absolutely, Dream. So I should have got it down to 17. I did not, but hey, that's the way the cookie crumbles, and we will go from there moving on to today as far as the NFL is concerned, Dream. But, congratulations once again on that teaser. I mean, that was good. That was all day long of football.
You're not moving out of the NCAA yet.
That was all marquee matchups. Oh, wow. You want to talk about The Ohio State University?
I know you tried to get up out of the NCAA. We got a couple of more spots to talk.
Oh, I know. Well, let's talk about The Ohio State University actually blowing the doors off of Oklahoma, Dre.
Please, let's talk about The Ohio State University as, in my opinion, The Ohio State University on my ranking list is the number 2 team in the country.
Number 2, huh?
Dude, JT Barrett and company with your boy Urban Meyer at the helm, get it done. Now, don't get me wrong. Oklahoma by no means is a powerhouse. Okay, no means. But JT Barrett and Ohio State University came in there yesterday and just did their thing. They threw the ball. They ran the ball in space. I mean, they looked absolutely phenomenal. I liked how they played. And don't get me wrong, Oklahoma still has a pretty formidable defense. Ohio State was having no parts of it. It looked like men versus boys yesterday. Really.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm looking at that, and I mean, they won by 21 points, Dream.
And it could have been, honestly, it could have. Listen, I thought they got tired. There was a point when I felt like Ohio State just was tired. And Oklahoma, it seemed like they ran a million plays and went nowhere the whole game.
Yeah, right. So you're saying that the top 2 teams right now that you're looking at are The Ohio State University and Louisville?
Louisville right now and The Ohio State University, to me, are the top 2 teams in the country. I'll throw Bama in at 3. And listen, you Bama guys, I know, whatever. Like, okay, I hear you. I know you've been around forever and you guys win every year and, Saban's this and that and the other. I'm just telling you that Ohio State and Louisville, they go for the juggler. Okay? These are teams, they don't play around and bore you. They go right out of the gate and they go hard from the opening snap. It is not a boring offense at all. They're trying to get the ball down the field, and then they're trying to smoke show you once they beat you. Not like what Alabama does with, like, play around, go slow, wait for you to make a mistake, then capitalize and bore you to death. I'm just saying, the killer instinct in these 2 teams, to me, are why I give them the edge over Alabama.
Okay, so you got your top 3 there, and now you go into number 4, where you've got a couple of teams here situated. I mean, you got Michigan, you got Houston, you've got Clemson all in there. Clemson with the 59-0 beatdown yesterday.
And I'm still not impressed with Clemson with the 59-0 beatdown, even though I did say it was time for them to stand up, which it looks like that they have responded. Hopefully this is the start to them getting on track. Once they get on track, I can put Clemson in that 4 spot. But until I see a little more, right now, that 4 spot is occupied with the tie between Houston and Michigan for me. I don't know which one I give the nod to the most. I got to be honest with you, Hat. Michigan
started out shaky.
A little dusty yesterday.
It started out a little shaky.
A little ashy.
But you know what? Hey, Colorado is not a bad team, though, Dream.
Little ashy yesterday play. Looked like they needed a little bit of Jergens hand lotion.
I don't know, man.
Elbows and kneecaps.
Oh, very good point. Great day of college football yesterday, though. And don't be surprised.
When you look at Michigan, they had to be up. Mr. Tom Brady in the locker room talking to him. If that doesn't get your guys motivated to come out and play, it was Muhammad Ali Day in Louisville, and you look what they did.
Yeah.
So you get Tom Brady, and then the guys must have wanted to think about cheating a little bit with Tom Brady there. They had to check the balls, and they did extra checking of that and tried to make sure Tom didn't suit up and get in the game.
Well, Tom's got a little bit of time off, and we're going to get into the NFL momentarily here, Dream. So, hey, like I said, good job yesterday. And, me, not so much. But I got to tell you right now, that Western Michigan team is good. They're good. I don't know if you caught any of that game. I know you're watching all the marquee matchups, but they beat the snot out of the Fighting Illini in Champaign, and I got to be honest with you. I saw a pretty good team there. That might be the team that I might be starting to chase a little bit. Western Michigan.
Western Michigan. Yeah, right. I haven't seen much of them, and I didn't obviously go and check much of that game out. You know, I looked at most of the marquee matchups. You know, I don't really like getting involved with I call them C-tier schools, so to say.
C-tier.
I got a better name for it, but I don't want to kick out that name. One of the more two other little spots we need to talk about for a minute. Michigan State able to go in and handle Notre Dame. I believe that was given out by Mr. Mark Lawrence on our show.
Yes.
So Michigan State went in and handled their business, beat Notre Dame 36-28. A lot of people were on that Michigan State team, and they were able to go in and handle their business. Notre Dame made some bad mistakes at the beginning of that game and kind of let that game get away from them.
Definitely. And at the end, it was an 8-point victory for the Spartans over there in that particular situation, Dream. So,
two more spots I'd like to discuss. Actually, a couple more spots. First of all, I did tell you guys that Vanderbilt team is bad.
Yes, you did.
And that came to fruition yesterday as they got murdered. I'm telling you, Vanderbilt is not a good team. Also, Tennessee struggling with Ohio yesterday was another, just to me, hilarious spot. This team at the beginning of the season ranked number 7 in the country. Not a good team. Texas fans, you got to be a little bit happy with Texas A&M yesterday, going into Auburn and beating Auburn. Tough day for Auburn yesterday, and I was able to kick it yesterday with a couple of the Auburn faithful on Twitter. A couple of the Nation of Auburn got down with me. We have Mr. Blake Moore and also Jamison Briggs. Got to give them a shout out. Briggs got in my case a little bit, but hey, it's all good. You know, I put myself out there, so I am definitely open to criticism, and I love it. Would love to hear you guys call in and kick it for you a minute, but I believe Blake Moore said he had to go to church this morning. And Jamison may also not be available, but we kicked it yesterday on Twitter. As I was on Twitter all day yesterday, going back and forth with the nation, talking about a lot of these college football games. Texas A&M, great job by them to go on the road into hostile Auburn and get it done. They look like a bright spot this year. Someone's got those guys ready. 3-0 for the season and 1-0 in the SEC. Good job. And last but not least, I do want to discuss Texas going down to Cal last night.
Right.
Bad loss by Texas.
Definitely a bad loss. But you know what? That's a tough place to play, Dream.
It is a tough place to play, but you're supposedly taking that next level. You got that, you're able to have that game in your house against Notre Dame, that big win for you, and you're looking for improvement. It's a brand new quarterback in Cal. Goff's not there anymore.
Right.
Listen, Texas was supposed to win that game.
Texas was supposed to win the game, but did not, Dream. So they're back to their old ways after that particular loss. You got any more college football for us?
That's all the college football I want to talk about. I think that the rest of it, everybody's abreast of, and that's it. Well, we can move forward.
We can move it forward, guys. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we are coming back with the beatdown blotter, and I'm sure you already know which matchup is going to be featured in that. You are listening to your boys at the SBTV Nation.
Looking to win big this football season? Go to smpicks.com, the #1 sports expert in picking winners. Everyone wants that winning edge. At smpicks.com, you'll get 30 years of experience in picking big winners on all sports with our team of experts. At smpicks.com, it's all about being a winner. Owner Scott Matthews just can't see it any other way. Visit right now at smpicks.com and receive your first huge winner on us, absolutely free. That's right, all listeners receive your first huge winner on us, Scott Matthews, a great American. It's absolutely free. That's right, free just by registering at smpicks.com/SBTV.
Hey, sports fans, football season is here, and it's time to get in on the action with MyBookie.net. MyBookie.net is the first and only sports action website with real Vegas odds and incredible player props for all your favorite sporting events. The best part is there are no sign-up fees and no deposits required to join, play, or win. From pro to college football, MyBookie.net lets you play online and win big. There's no better time to join MyBookie than today. Go online to MyBookie.net to open an account to start playing with the big boys. MyBookie has proven to be the most exciting online experience for all sports fans. Get in on the action. Visit MyBookie.net today. Call 844-722-2387. That's 844-722-2387. Or visit MyBookie.net today. MyBookie.net is the real deal. Only the biggest, only the best, only at MyBookie. Sign up today. No deposit necessary. Terms and conditions apply. Play for fun only. Void where prohibited.
DigitalMuscle.com, the fitness industry's media hub, home to the most knowledgeable, influential, and inspiring members of the worldwide fitness community. DigitalMuscle.com, the exclusive home of the Arnold Classic webcast, Pro Bodybuilding Worldwide Radio, and the new Digital Muscle blogosphere. Join us at the fitness industry's media hub, DigitalMuscle.com. DigitalMuscle.com.
Hi, this is Jim Feist in Las Vegas. I've been making my clients money for the past 45 years. I'm releasing a special 3-day trial right now on SBTVNation.com. I've isolated the top 5 college and pro football games on the board, and I absolutely love these games. Go to SBTVNation.com right now and click on the 3-day trial button for your exclusive package of winners.
All right, Dream, we are back, and we are ready to rock with the beatdown blotter of the day. This is the most lopsided matchup that we could find on the board in the NFL, and we are going to talk about the Carolina Panthers hosting the San Francisco 49ers. Dream, your team. This segment is brought to you by the sports betting legend, Mr. Jim Feist. Go to SBTVNation.com and click on the 3-day trial button to receive your exclusive package of football winners today. Dream, what you got here?
Well,
Carolina.
We have the Niners coming into Killer Cam, who's got to be just a tad bit salty. First of all, Cam got beat up in his last performance.
Yes.
A lot of the calls were not made, and I talked about that a little bit yesterday. I re-looked at that game. I didn't know that many bad calls, bad hits were made to Cam that weren't called, and I'm not really the biggest fan of that because I like some physicality, but I like it to be on the up and up. And obviously, the rules are put in place to be used on both sides. That being said, the Panthers got to be salty that they started off 0-1. Here come the Niners. You guys may have been impressed with the Niners against the Rams on Monday night. I was not. Okay? Smoke and mirrors show. The other thing about the Niners is they run this no-huddle, fast Chip Kelly offense. I heard Eric Mangini on a program talk about this Niner offense that they run. At the end of the game, because the Niners run this fast-paced offense, the Niners defense is on the field for 2 more possessions than the opposing team. Now, when you think about that and you start adding it up, that meant it was 2 more last week and now 2 more this week. So now it's 4 more. And in each week it will grow. So by the end of the season, this defense is so much more banged up than any other defense. So we're going to keep this in mind going forward. Not that the Niners are going to be a powerhouse anyway going forward, but this is one more additive to keep in mind when thinking about them at the end of the season. Just thinking about how much more of an impact this defense is taking and getting blown up. And as I go think back to Philly a little bit, I think that maybe held true with them as well last year. I mean, I know that held true, but just think about their deterioration on defense as time goes by. Listen, it doesn't matter what the Niners bring to the table today, though. It is going to be a crime scene out there. Criminal Minds is setting up right now. CSI Carolina is they got the trucks outside. They're roping off the stadium as it is about to go down in Carolina. I see the Panthers absolutely dominating this game. Yeah, the Niners may hang around for a minute and prove to be tough on defense. Cam will be dancing and clowning and dabbing and breakdancing and spinning on his head and doing any other kind of dance, Cabbage Patch, whatever you call it, the Smurf, the snake, every dance I'm out there. Just have a whole choreographed show out there as I see the Panthers absolutely drubbing the 49ers today.
All right. And so you feel that he's going to run up the score too?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I'm looking at this particular matchup, and obviously it's a new regime here with Chip Kelly and the whole package here. But I'm looking at the San Francisco 49ers going back, to last year and a little bit to the year before. I mean, they're 1-9 straight up in the last 10 games on the road, Dream. They do not fare well on the road at all. Versus the Carolina Panthers, they're 2-12 against the spread in the last 14 matchups. Looking at this one, I know it's an interdivision matchup, and those are usually close and tight, but it's a new regime, and I think the Carolina Panthers wipe the floor with the San Francisco 49ers today, but I'm going to get it down under the 14. I'm going to get it down to 13.5, Dream, and I'm going to lay the points.
Well, you guys know I was fortunate enough, I had a nice parlay teaser. I forget what it is that I did, but it is on Twitter what I did. I already had them in my work, so I already have them, and I'm giving no points. I believe I got a money line, and I know you guys, listen, don't preach to me about the juice. I don't want to hear it. I got them with 2 other teams. It's a plus money parlay. I'm only interested in the win, and I wanted to get rid of the points. I think it behooves you, as we talk about, talk about intelligent wagering, it behooves you to get this line. Get it under 14. If you got 14, definitely get under 14. I think you're going to be safe at 14, but to really be safe, I'd go ahead and get it under 10.
And
to really be safe. And I mean, if you're going to tease it, you might as well do the 7 or 6 pointer and put, you got to put another team with it. So you will get it under 10. And
don't panic if San Fran goes up 7-0 in the game. Don't panic at all. So, guys, we are going to switch it up. So
the only time you should panic if it's 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter and the Niners are up by 20.
Then you got a reason to panic a little bit.
Then you should panic.
All right, moving on.
So wait. You know what?
You and I are on the same page here.
Say, panic if Killer goes out in the first half. But honestly, the backup will probably be okay.
All right, and Marlon's reminding me, along with the Legends last week, that the San Francisco 49ers are on or short week as they did play on Monday. So we're going to open up the phone lines right now. Guys, you are listening to SBTV Nation and 972-885-6184 is the number, 972-885-6184. I'm going to punch in my first caller. This is Jay talking about the upcoming games. What's up, Jay? How you doing?
Good morning, guys. How are you?
Fantastic, man.
I know that voice sounds familiar. Is that G-Money in the background?
Dream. Hatter. Congratulations on all your success, guys.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Jay. Thank you for calling in. What's going on, player? What's your thoughts on today? What you got popping?
Listen, what we talked about before, the Giants today, New England today, that's all I'm going to ride with, New England and the Giants today.
New England and the Giants. Are you laying the points or are you going with a money line parlay?
No, that's the Dreams deal. He's a money line king. No, I don't. Too much risk.
Tell him, Jay, you're old school.
I always go with the points.
Jay's old school. He calls his grandfather's guy. He only takes a straight play, and the guy also plays with the numbers. And you have to call him before the bar mitzvah that starts at 1 o'clock. You have to put in your whole play for the weekend tonight and Monday night. Have to go in today at 11:30.
The old school.
Dream, what did I tell you yesterday? Eastern Michigan. I told you Eastern Michigan yesterday, and you didn't want to jump on.
G-Money did give me Eastern Michigan while he was at the fair. So that's to tell you his homework. He was at the fair. Eastern Michigan was the only team that came up on his cell phone while at the fair, so he wanted to play.
Oh, that's cool, man.
He had to get his homing pigeon to send it to his guy so he could put the play in.
Get a runner.
It's a little bit of footwork, you know.
All right, I'm looking at the lines for those games. You got the Giants -4, and you got New England -6.5, and you feel comfortable laying those numbers.
Yeah, I'm staying with it. With New England, you know, like the Dream would say, you know, Gronk say he's out or Brady's out. It doesn't matter. You still have the same coach. You know, me and Dream, we pick a team every year to ride, no matter what. If the line, it doesn't matter. And every year we don't ever do it. This year, I said New England. I'm going to stick with New England every game.
There you go.
I'll win more than I'll lose, I believe, with New England, no matter what.
Wow.
We're going to win more than we lose, period, D-Money. You know how we do it.
No, I know how you do it.
Don't tell nobody.
Not so much for me.
Don't tell nobody.
No, I'm not saying much, but I'm just.
G-Money, cats think I'm bankrupt and lose all the time. Tell them how I get down, man.
Dream.
That's
no,
funny.
listen, I know you do your homework, you do your thing, man, but the thing with you is that you twist up so many things with teasers and pleasers and points and money lines, and you confuse me, man. I can't roll with you like that. You need to keep it simple. You don't keep it simple.
Keep it
at
simple.
All. I love you to death, but keep it simple.
Connecticut is the home of Yale, and you know that when it comes to my gambling, I feel like I am a graduate from Yale University. As I am going to use every possible way to try to win.
Sophisticated player.
I know you do.
Sophisticated player.
Yeah, he is.
Well, Jay, thank you very much for calling us. We appreciate it. We got another call on the line I got to punch in. I really appreciate you calling in.
Thanks for calling it. Please tease those two teams.
Yeah, guys, congratulations again on everything, man. You guys have a great show. I enjoy listening to you.
Thank you, man. All right, Dream, I'm going to punch in. Let's see here. I'm going to punch in. I believe I've got my man Irvin on the line today. Irvin, what's up?
What's up? What up, players?
How you doing, man?
White Love with the old Martin. What's up? What's going on here, Martin?
Yeah. You got that. I love Martin. Martin's my favorite show of all time, man. That and the Wayans brothers.
Give me a little bit of Romy Rome. I love Martin, too. I watch the old reruns late at night and just be cracking up.
Always. That shit never gets old. My bad. But, that never gets old, man. I can never get tired of that.
All right,
I heard
Irvin.
you've been killing it, so talk to us about it.
The first week I hit a 14 parlay. I got so lucky. I pushed because I had the Giants giving 1 point, and they just covered by 1 point. But I still won some money. I didn't win the full bet, but I still won. Okay. Thursday I had the Jets. That was a really strong play, and let me tell you something. I was taking that Pepto-Bismol. I was nervous on that game. Today I heard your boy. I think D Nice was talking about the Patriots today. That's what he was talking about before I got on, right?
My boy G Money's on the Patriots. Yep.
Yeah, no. He's dead wrong, man. The play is the Dolphins.
Wow.
I don't care what you say. I'm telling you right now, I'm taking the Dolphins. I'm actually debating. I'm between getting the 6.5 and the money line because I truly believe that the Dolphins are going to beat them, like hands down. That's my upset of the day. And I want to play the Giants.
It's way too early to be hitting the pipe early.
It's not. Adrian Foster is going to get at least 75 plus yards. I guarantee you. And he's going to have a TD.
You know what, Dream? I'm looking at this matchup, and you got to remember in the AFC East that these two teams have split their matchups the last 3 years. And Miami, you know what New England's Achilles heel is. It's their offensive line. And you have Miami's defensive line that is probably one of the best, if not the best in football, period. You got a backup quarterback.
Yeah,
Gronk is out of the game.
Let Irv talk.
All right, I'm going to let him talk.
Didn't the Dolphins pick up that dude, that cat Mario Williams from the Bills he played last year?
Yeah, you got Sue, you got Cameron Wake, and Mario Williams.
Is Mario playing today?
Come on, dude. That's got to be one of the best defensive lines right there.
Gang, I thought Mario was hurt.
We got to take a look at the injury report and see what we've got.
Take a look at the injury report. Irv, they did not legalize smoking weed in New York, though.
New Jersey, my brother, New Jersey. I just work in New York. New York's my backyard.
All right. What else? You can move on. Okay, give me something else. 'Cause I can't. I'm not messing with that. Give me something else.
All right. One more thing, because that's all. I'm only playing. I don't like I told you, Dream in the DM. I'm limited in my plays because before I used to just pick a whole bunch of plays, but now I'm trying to limit it, and I've been doing good. I've been successful with it. So that's my only two, the Giants and the Dolphins for today. But I do got one little gem for y'all boxing fanatics out there. This is what it is. Kovalev and Ward. That's a huge mega fight for all the boxing fans out there. Right now, I think I saw at Kovalev at plus 104. Take Kovalev now before it goes to even money or whatever. Just take Kovalev ASAP that he's plus money. It's November 19th, I believe, but take it now. That fight is for you boxing fans. I'm telling you. That's going to be a great fight to watch. You're going to be drinking. You're going to enjoy the fight, and you're going to be happy because you win money.
Cool.
Irv, you got cats trying to bounce back off of getting murdered yesterday with Bama not covering the spread. They got November 19th. They're trying to win tonight.
Hey, man, I don't mess with the college like that. College, I mess here once in the blue, but for y'all other cats that want to play college, go ahead. If you want to be successful, do what you got to do.
No doubt, definitely. You got any other NFL today, player?
And the NFL. Oh yeah, one more thing with you. I met it before I let you go. I'm glad you brought that up. You and me, we went back and forth in DMs about the Jags. Yo, Dream, do not sleep on the Jaguars. Them cats, they ready, man. They're not going to be the regular Jags. Just like the Oakland, you see how lately they've been favored? Trust me, the Jags are stepping up in the game, too. The Jags and the Oakland, those two teams are not what you usually think of them in the past. Don't think like that anymore. Time to change it, brother.
I agree with you.
On the rise,
right,
the
cool.
Jaguars and the Raiders on the rise, Dream. Interesting. Irvin, thank you very much
I know
for...
y'all think I'm smoking crack, but yo, it's the truth.
Listen, I don't know if it's crack. I don't know. I'm wondering if you're in the hospital right now playing and escape out the door, grab somebody's phone, and just decided to call us.
That's cool.
Nah, man. I'm cool. But yo, best of luck to you and the whole SBTV Nation. I got mad love for you. And don't forget about baseball, man. Baseball is in the prime right now. And let's go Mets. The Mets are going to take it all the way. I don't care about the injury.
I'm with you.
We're going to take it, baby.
Even though DeGrom has been ruled out for the season. No, for the season, Dream.
The season?
The season, yeah. Big blow to the Mets.
Hey, 2 words for you, big sexy.
That's right. Big sexy Bartolo Colon. That's it. All right, Irv. Thank you very much for calling us.
Some rice as we speak right now, opening up this morning.
We appreciate you calling, brother.
Take it easy.
Take care, players. A lot of love, man.
You have a good one. All right, Dream. So we're going to get right back into our selections and have a conversation. I think we need to talk about this Dolphins game here because you got the Dolphins versus the Patriots.
Okay, because here's the deal with this. Under normal circumstances, and if Tom Brady was playing, I would be receptive to hearing this. But the problem is that the Dolphins do not have Tom Brady playing. They got Garoppolo playing.
Right.
First of all, there's not going to be your typical, maybe sometime Patriot mistakes, which they don't really make anyway. Brady's not back there holding the ball a little bit longer than he should be. Garoppolo has a little bit more mobility than Brady does as far as the offensive line breaking down. And the polishing and the execution is going to be optimum without Tom in the lineup. I'm sorry. Today, I cannot take the Dolphins because Belichick and the Patriots, more than ever, want to win these first 4 games just to smack Goodell in the face and be like, so what?
Yeah, right.
That's what they would love. I mean, that's what the Patriots are about. They're about, like, so what? You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And that's what they're trying. They are not trying to lose these 4 games just because. I would not be surprised if they didn't lose these 4 games, but lost the 5th game when Brady came back. But these 4, this team is going to execute at the highest level they can. I am not going against the Patriots right now, especially at home, and not against the Dolphins, especially as long as Tannehill is a Dolphin quarterback. I'm sorry, I can't get on that bandwagon.
Well, the offense did not look that great last week, but they were playing in Seattle, Dream, with the 12th man present. And when you look at the Dolphins overall, they should have probably won that game. I just think that they're going to torment Mr. Garoppolo. And I think that they're going to have their way. I would not be surprised if this is a nasty, ugly game going into the 4th quarter, just like last week. I could see a similar situation, Dream. I really can. I can't see it. Why? You see a lot of points being scored here?
Not a lot, but I see the Patriots having no issues in this game. I see the Patriots executing at a high level, playing well, and beating the Dolphins. I'm sorry.
Really?
I do. I just do. I don't see the Dolphins having any success against the Patriot defense. That to me is underrated this season.
Sure.
And I do see the Dolphins having success against the Patriots. And I don't believe that the pressure in that offensive line breakdown is going to have the same effect on Garoppolo as it does with Brady because he's somewhat mobile and he's going to be getting the ball out, and they probably are going to run the ball a little bit more than they usually do.
And you know what? New England has won the past 6 matchups with the Dolphins in New England, Dream. So Miami can't win there, it seems like. It seems like, they lose there and then they win in Miami.
Sure.
It's just how it goes. So when you look at the landscape here, I'm not on this game personally. I do have a future bet with the Dolphins over 8 wins. I think they will be a winning team this year. But that's why I'm going to be rooting for them, but I am not going to personally bet this individual game just because I think it would be more of a heart play for me. You know what I mean? So I think I'm going to stay away from that and go from there. Dream, we got a lot of football to break
Yes,
down.
we do.
We got a ton. We will be right back, guys. We will have a conversation about the rest of the landscape of what is going on today in the NFL, because I see some pretty damn good spots, and I have a feeling, Dream, you're going to be on a bunch of these as well. I could kind of feel a little bit of junkyism today going on with the full card. Guys, we'll be right back. You are listening to the SBTV Nation.
DigitalMuscle.com, the fitness industry's media hub, home to the most knowledgeable, influential, and inspiring members of the worldwide fitness community. DigitalMuscle.com, the exclusive home of the Arnold Classic webcast, Pro Bodybuilding Worldwide Radio, and the new Digital Muscle blogosphere. Join us at the fitness industry's media hub, DigitalMuscle.com. DigitalMuscle.com.
UnitsVIP.com is the most selective sports handicapping service that you'll ever find. Owned and operated by a career sports investor, UnitsVIP.com is a low-volume, high-end service that sticks to the 4- and 5-star material. If you're patient enough to wait for edges big enough to call investments, then UnitsVIP.com is what you're looking for. If you're ready to take the step from sports gambler to sports investor, then visit UnitsVIP.com today. Follow on Twitter at AnonymousUnits.
Have a product, service, or website to advertise on the biggest show in the world? The SBTV Nation podcast reaches tens of thousands of the best sports fans on the planet in over 194 countries worldwide. Take your business to the next level by advertising with us. Call us now at 872-529-SBTV or email us at sbtvnation@gmail.com.
Looking to win big this football season? Go to smpicks.com, the #1 sports expert in picking winners. Everyone wants that winning edge. At smpicks.com, you'll get 30 years of experience in picking big winners on all sports with our team of experts. At smpicks.com, it's all about being a winner. Owner Scott Matthews just can't see it any other way. Visit right now at smpicks.com and receive your first huge winner on us, absolutely free. That's right, all listeners receive your first huge winner on us, Scott Matthews, a great American. It's absolutely free. That's right, free just by registering at smpicks.com/SBTV.
All right, Dream, we're back. And it's about that time. It is time to get it popping and have a conversation with each other and figure out how we're going to make some money today.
Okay, I already figured out how I'm making money.
Right.
And it is not betting against the Patriots, because that is not a successful way to make money.
All right, so talk to me about your first spot and what you are feeling today. Well, we already know that you're on Carolina.
I'm already on Carolina, but I got a money line, so it's not fair like how I do. Okay. My favorite spot of the day at 1 o'clock outside of Carolina Panthers are the New York Giants.
Wow.
And you know that I absolutely hate the Giants, but I absolutely love making money. I cannot tell you how impressed I am with the Giants and how much I think that this Giant team is a dark horse and will absolutely catch everybody by surprise.
In the NFC East.
In the NFC East and in the NFL, period.
Okay. You think the defense has improved?
I think defense is improved. I think the offense is improved. Victor Cruz is back. One more weapon in the arsenal. We do know that New Orleans does not have a good defense. The only thing that bothers me about this Giant game, which I know bothers you, is the nasty four.
Well, I can tell you this much, that just this game is kind of looking at me as well, because when you got Drew Brees on grass, he doesn't always fare that well, Dream.
That's the other additive. Dome team outside on grass, it takes the timing off just that tad bit, and that's definitely a timing-based offense. But don't get me wrong, Drew Brees is going to be Drew Brees.
Especially, the under-over is 54.5 points here. So they're expecting a high-scoring affair, and when you go back and look at the previous matchups, I believe they've always been high-scoring between these two teams, Dream.
Definitely.
So you're on the New York Giants.
Outside, though, too, Hat, we got some cloudiness here, so there is a possibility of a spot of weather or two.
Okay. All right, so keep that in your brains when you are gambling. I don't like the game, Dream.
Okay.
So I think I'm going to just stay away from that one, to be
Hey,
honest with you.
Please.
Please? Why is that? Right.
Thank you for staying away from the game.
All right, moving on to the next one here. I've got a spot that I want to have a conversation with everybody about, and that is the Baltimore Ravens. That I looked at the odds stream, and they have the Ravens as the class of the AFC right now as far as the odds makers are concerned. I can't figure it out.
The class of the AFC?
Yeah, they're like the top team in the AFC to win the Super Bowl.
Above
it's nuts.
Pittsburgh and Denver?
Yeah. It was crazy. It was crazy. Baltimore versus Seattle, I believe, was like the biggest, or was the least payout out of every matchup. But you got Baltimore versus Cleveland. Baltimore -6 at Cleveland with an under over a 42.5. This game, you're not going to have RG3. Dream, he's out 10 to 12 weeks now.
I know. I listen. Okay, our Jizzle, thanks for gracing us a few years ago.
Oh.
Take it easy. We'll see you in the
Poor
booth.
guy, man.
Sideline reporter.
I don't know. I mean, between him and Romo, I don't know who's worse because they just can't seem to get.
Pat, can you please stop with Romo?
Why?
Leave Romo alone. Come on, let's get back to this game.
All right, go ahead. So I'm looking at this, and I see an interdivision matchup here. Obviously, you got Josh McCown at the helm here, so I don't really see much resistance from Cleveland here. When you look at these two teams and when they play each other, it's been tight. Dream. It's been a stomach ache, but Baltimore has won the last 1, 2, 3, 4 games in a row in this particular situation. Cleveland is, and going back 16 games, I know this is going back, several years now, but Cleveland's 2-4 straight up in the last 16 when playing Baltimore. I can't see Cleveland winning this game, but you got a home team underdog here, so I'm just saying to be careful. And when you look at Cleveland in the last 12 games, Dream, 1-11 straight up. Yikes.
Playing this game, but if you get it in a tease or get it in a parlay, get rid of manipulate the Ravens' points. I don't know how the Browns win the game. I just don't. I don't love the Ravens. I've never been a Flacco fan.
Right.
However, the Browns are the Browns, and they have always stunk. They are doing something for Jim Brown there today.
Okay.
Maybe that will get them up for about 15 minutes. I don't know. After that, the Ravens should be able to get the drumming on. It may not be a complete blowout by the Ravens, but I'm sure the Browns will manage to do something stupid to let the Ravens win. And the Browns defense last week was absolutely horrific. And I know all them guys are back. Nobody's hurt as far as that defense is concerned, which even if they are hurt, it's just bad. Like I said, I don't know how the Ravens lose. Don't give the points, though.
All right, Dream. What's the one on your brain that you're looking at next?
Well, I'm easy. So far, those are my 2 top plays, and that's my 1 o'clock. I do have one last night game.
Okay. Waiting for the Dream to come back momentarily, guys. Before we get into his selection, I think I know where he's going to be going, and it looks like he is most likely going to be on the Denver Broncos. I don't even know what he's on. I'm just forecasting that. And I look at the Indianapolis Colts going into Denver. Denver with that ferocious defense. They looked really good versus Killer Cam last week versus Carolina. Denver's -7 with an under over of 47 points. And I could tell you this much, that I have a feeling that the Colts are going to be in rough shape today. Considering the fact, too, they gave up 39 points versus the Detroit Lions in their building. Now, going into this particular matchup, I just don't know if the Colts are going to be able to hang with the Denver Broncos. Dream, you back?
I'm back. What happened?
I don't know. We got disconnected, but you're back, okay. And I brought it upon myself to take a shot and gamble and say that you were going to be on the Denver Broncos tonight.
Well, I'm not on the Denver Broncos.
You're not? Okay.
I'm not on the Colts. I don't really like this game. I don't know why, but I don't really like this game. It's one of those games that looks too easy. And when I say too easy, it looks too easy for the Denver Broncos. The Colts come in limping in. Wasn't impressed with them last week. Don't like the Colt running game. I do know that they have Andrew Luck, but we do know the Denver Broncos got the best defense in the NFL. It looks too easy on paper. I just don't really like this game, but I got to be honest with you. I don't see how Denver loses.
Yeah, and Denver's -7 in this particular game. Indianapolis has beaten them 8 out of the last 9 times, surprisingly.
But when you and I heard that yesterday too, the last the last beatdown, that was with Andrew Luck, was 2 years ago though.
Yeah, I got it. Okay.
The Broncos are a completely different team since then, and their defense is a lot better than it was then.
Got it. Okay. So what was the game that you were on before you got disconnected?
Okay, I wanted to talk about the Pittsburgh Steelers Cincinnati Bengals.
All right, there you go. What you got?
I mean, that's the fight of the season right there. That's the big matchup today, and that's going to be the game that I'm going to have on TV, but with no money involved. But this is a game I'm dying to see. We haven't seen this matchup, obviously, since last year's playoffs. Both teams can't stand each other.
Right.
There's a professional, I guess, animosity between these two clubs. And the Pittsburgh Steelers, who looked absolutely incredible on Monday night as far as their offense is concerned, I still do have question marks about this Pittsburgh Steelers defense. We do know that the Cincinnati Bengals has an excellent defense. I do not expect the Steelers to run up and down the field on the Cincinnati defense like they did against the Redskins.
Okay.
By any stretch of the imagination. I expect it to be a hard-fought, defensive game. You might want to look at that under at the 48.5. I think that's a tad bit high. And I know everybody's basing that on, how the Steelers reacted on Monday night. And you guys know I'm not a totals guy, but in this particular case, 48.5 points seems high to me in this particular rivalry. Knowing that the Cincinnati Bengals defense plays well,
yeah,
I think that if I had to get involved, if I had a teaser out there and I was going to tease something, maybe if you tease that Ravens game and get rid of the Ravens points, you might want to look to tease in this under from 48 up, and I think you're pretty safe.
Well, you look at the under trends. I mean, they have definitely come to form in this matchup. When these two teams have played each other, let's see, 7 out of the last 10 totals have gone under.
Sure.
And 8 of the last 12 Cincinnati games have gone under. 4 of the last 5 Pittsburgh games have gone under. So you might be onto something there, Dream, if you had to play it. But you don't have to play anything.
You don't have to play anything. And, guys, I'm just giving you my thoughts. Make sure you do what you like and what you think of. And, I'll put something out. You guys know how I get down. My stuff will be out there. If you want to tail, feel free. But once again, we are not handicapped.
Yes, sir. Looking at one other marquee matchup here. See, two teams that are undefeated, 1-0. You've got Kansas City at the Houston Texans, Dream. Big battle in the AFC. And looking at Kansas City against the spread in the last 5 games, going back to last year, 1-4 against the spread, Dream. Not covering. And this is basically a coin flip. This is a coin flip game right now. That's what I'm thinking. Go ahead.
Coin flip?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why you think? Why?
Please elaborate as to why it's a coin flip.
Just because I'm looking at what Kansas City did last week versus the versus Rivers and the San Diego Chargers, and you know what? Kansas City in the last 13 games they are 12-1. Obviously, the loss being in the playoffs, but Kansas City's a pretty good road team. They're 5-1 in the last 6 games on the road under Andy Reid, but Houston. 5-2 in the last 7 at home.
Okay, so let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
I want to do a little series of questions to you. You said that based on Kansas City's last week playing San Diego, so you're going to tell me you think Brock Osweiler and Phillip Rivers are the same quarterback?
No.
Stop.
No. Okay. Well, Rivers stinks too.
Let me help you from thinking.
Rivers stinks though. Come on. I don't really see.
Rivers does stink, but we do know that San Diego can throw the ball and they can get down the field, and Rivers is a seasoned veteran quarterback.
Good point.
Brock Osweiler is not.
He is not. And you know what? This could be an ugly, nasty game as well, Dream, because 5 of the last 5 Houston games at home have all gone under.
However, we did see the Chiefs go into Houston last season in the playoffs.
Right.
Beat the brakes off the Texans.
We did. And we saw J.J. Watt try to run a touchdown.
Please don't put J.J. Watt in his running back.
All right. I don't know, guys. That's a really tough matchup. The only reason why I'm talking about it is because my man Sir Mata wanted us to elaborate on that particular matchup, Dream.
Yeah, he did. I got to be honest with you here. The one thing about the Chiefs that I will say, that we didn't talk about is the Chiefs have some defensive issues this season, as there was a couple of changes and they're dealing with a couple of injuries on defense. I do think that they worked, a little bit harder this week in shoring that up. I'm still not sold with Brock Osweiler and the Texans. So I'm going to lean with the Chiefs, and I'm going to lean with the game manager, Alex Smith. I think that the Chiefs will still, no matter what, find a way to get this game won. When you talk about a confidence level, they are a playoff team. They have a playoff pedigree. They have a winning pedigree. Managed to keep their poise last week versus San Diego. I don't see them getting in that same type of situation this week, especially against the Texans. And I don't see Osweiler having that type of success against this Chief defense. So I am going to lean on the Chiefs this week.
All right, fantastic. Do you have any other games to talk about before we recap our selections?
All right, well, we do need to talk about, I like the Packers a lot.
The Packers over Minnesota.
I like the Packers a lot. It's my last 5-star game. I absolutely love this particular matchup this evening. I think this is, to me, one of the easiest games on the board.
Really?
I was able to watch the Tennessee game at length last week because I was in Tennessee, so I watched way too much of the Titans that I would never watch at home. The Titans should have won the game against the Vikings last week. The Vikings were not able to execute at all on offense, and their defense looked putrid against Tennessee Titans. The Tennessee Titans were able to run the ball with DeMarco Murray, who I think Lacey is definitely an upgrade from that point. They were able to throw the ball. They were able to get Delaney Walker involved. Probably didn't throw the ball as much as they should have. 3 big turnovers, 2 for touchdowns is what cost the Tennessee Titans that game. They also, on the flip side of that, the Titans defense were able to hold Adrian Peterson to be absolutely ineffective in this game. The Vikings won last week's game on turnovers alone, and I don't think the Vikings won last week's game. I think the Titans lost last week's game.
Right.
In comes the Green Bay Packers. Talk about Aaron Rodgers. We already know who he is. We talk about Eddie Lacy. They've also gotten back, Jordy's back in the offense. They also have Carr. They have all their available weapons on offense. And we're talking about a defense that I believe will be able to do enough. I mean, Sean Hill or Sam Bradford, neither one looks sexy to me.
Neither one looks sexy to you. Got it. So you're on the Green Bay Packers tonight.
I am on the Green Bay Packers. It is the last piece of if I was going to play today and I had to put my parlay together today, my parlay would definitely look like Green Bay, the Giants, and Killer Cam, 3-team moneyline parlay. That's my advice for today. That's what I would go with. Those are my 3 favorites. And once again, guys, I want you guys to get out of, when we talk about Gambling 101, a couple of do's and don'ts that I talked about I get caught up a lot in I want to get my 1 o'clock money, I want to get my 4 o'clock money, and then I want to play at night.
Right.
Get away from that, because sometimes it forces you to put a game in there that you just didn't like, and then that game ends up punching you in the face, and you end up being agitated. I don't know how many times I was agitated at night and said, I had put this together nicely, but it went all day, so I made some changes and ended up losing. Don't be greedy. Take your time, patience it out, and let it work. If you like this play, maybe you play that play for a bigger amount, and then you go into little smaller plays to break it down. But my 3-team that I like today is definitely Giants, Carolina, and the Green Bay Packers.
All right, no New England Patriots mixed in there.
No New England Patriots mixed in there.
All right, guys. So we're recapping our selections, and that is brought to you by MyBookie.net. MyBookie is the only football contest site where you can play for fun and win for real. Whether you're an expert or a rookie, play now at MyBookie.net and use the promo code SBTV. So recapping this whole card dream, the only thing I see that I absolutely am getting on is the Carolina Panthers, and I'm going to lay 13.5. I'm going to buy it 1/2 down from 14, under 2 touchdowns, because I do agree with you. I think Killer Cam wipes the floor with them. And when you go back and look at this matchup, I mean, I just think with 10 days off, I think they're going to go crazy today, and they're going to run up the score. So that's what I'm getting on. Double-digit favorite today. That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
All right. So hey, man, the hour flew by, Dream. As always, it's Sunday morning, and I'm feeling pretty good about the card today.
No doubt. Definitely. One couple other real quick spots. I know a couple of guys are probably interested in maybe some of our thoughts on a couple of these games. I look real quick, and I look at the Lions-Titan matchup. That's going to be probably more of a game than you think. Like I said, I know a lot of people think the Titans stink based on last week. The Titans looked decent last week. And, the Lions got out of Dodge in Indianapolis. Indianapolis has that awful defense. So this game will probably be a little bit more competitive than you think. Also, we go and take a look at the Cowboy-Redskin game. I know some people are looking at that game as well. I'm leaning the Redskins. Once again, I think you're in some great spots this week. If you manipulate these lines in teaser situations and are able to get some of these home teams maybe with points in their favor, I think you're in a good spot. Gang, it is Dak's second week at the helm. I know you think the Redskins probably look bad against the Steelers, but the Cowboys are not the Steelers. And Dak is not going to be able to capitalize like Antonio Brown and Ben Roethlisberger. So this game is probably going to be a lot more competitive than you think. Once again, it's an interdivisional rivalry. These teams know each other. I do slightly lean the Redskins. Don't love this particular matchup either, but those are just my thoughts. I know a couple of you guys probably are looking at that game.
All right, and be careful with the Seattle going into the LA Rams situation, because you know how those go, Dream. Rams are up in the first half.
I do.
And Seattle comes back. It does their typical comeback. Seattle's like Bama.
Seattle is very much like Bama.
They like to screw around, give everybody a stomach ache, and come back at the last second. It's like they're procrastinators, Dream.
Dude, make you just crazy. They will make you pull your hair out. And be careful with this game, because a lot of people think that the Rams look bad on Monday night, because they did.
Yeah.
The Rams did look bad on Monday night. And when you think about the one thing I will say about the Rams, though, is if they are not able to throw that ball a little bit, do not expect Gurley to go ham on Seattle. Right. Seattle is just going to eat up that box and put bodies. Listen, the Niners were able to shut down Gurley. I know that Seattle can shut down Gurley. So if the Rams don't have any success in the air, expect for this to be a problem. And that may be also some thoughts if you're thinking about fantasy football. I know some of you guys have Gurley, who I also have Gurley. I'm thinking about putting Gurley on the bench. I got to be honest with you, because I don't like right now the Seattle, the Ram passing game. And Seattle's going to just load up that box. It's going to be a long day for Gurley.
Seattle sucks on the road, by the way. And when you look at them versus the Rams, 1-5 against the spread in the last 6 when playing on the road versus the Rams, Dream.
I understand that, but when you look at this game, the different dynamic is the Rams were able to get something going through the air against Seattle, which definitely, getting it through the air will open up the run. Right now, though, if you watch film of last week, you were not scared of the Rams through the air.
Very good point. So, all right. Well, hey, I wish you the best of luck with your plays as well as the nation, Dream. So I think you got some pretty safe spots going on there. And, guys, we did go a couple minutes over, but it is Football Sunday, and we wanted to, because there's just so much to talk about. And we want to thank people for calling in as well, Dream.
I want to thank the people that called in. Obviously, the guests that came on during the week and graced us and blessed us. Do remember Jim Feist was on the Carolina Panthers, minus the spread. Carolina Panthers minus the spread. If you want to follow one of the legends, you can get down with that. I want to thank everybody that's retweeted the show. We got my man Terrence Mack, JDH24, Wooch GG, Yippa82, Ippy Easy, Irvin, NFL fans, Marley, Mar, D1 Locker, welcome to the party. My boy Slick Nick Arestus is out there. Warwick's in the house. Revelation of Random. We also have Denise Moreland, Super Mario to the bank, Wayne Yarborough, Winning Picks, Sir Mata, J Cass, Vegas Girl 92661, Rick Lopez, just to name a few. Gang, once again, the play for today, as far as I'm concerned, Moneyline Parlay, 3 teams. You were talking about the New York Giants. You were talking about the Carolina Panthers, and finally the Green Bay Packers. I'm sorry, it's an all-day play. Once again, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Do your thing. I'm the Dream. Always remember who you're with. Make the most of each and every day, as you cannot get this time back.
Yes, sir. So we'll be back tomorrow. We'll be doing Monday Morning Quarterback, and we will bring in Big Splee to have a conversation with us. We love you to death. Go out there. Go easy, rise, and grind. Make all your dreams a damn reality, and get that money. Let's go.
Peace.